Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. And what a week it is. A pivotal week in the herstory and the history and the hextory of humanity. This is a week of the US general election. And I've noticed that a lot of astrologers are not talking about it. They're like, let me just hide. I can't predict who's going to win. I'm not going to mention it. I cannot not mention it. Number one, I know it's causing all of us, wherever you're coming from, supreme anxiety, stress. You know, there's a lot of emotion. We've got all the feels going on this week, and it's an incredibly important time for the whole world, not just America, because whoever gets in is going to be a massive policy maker and change things that are going to impact us all. Anyway, what's really interesting is there's not that much going on this week, although one crucial and extraordinary thing is that we have Mercury going direct on the very day of the general election. Now, the last time this happened was in 2000 when Al Gore and Bush had the same thing, Mercury going direct on that day. And what happened? There was a very unclear count. It took ages to resolve. It ultimately went to the Supreme Court. Yes, the Supreme Court, which has recently had a judge change. And then it was resolved. But, you know, a lot of people carried through the bitterness of that election in their heart. Are we going to see the same thing? It's quite likely. I don't believe there's going to be a clear-cut decision on the day. And even if there is, we're looking at a lot of chaos. I would say until December. But I think by the time we get to the end of November, we'll see where we're going. The other thing that's starting to happen this week from the 7th is we're going to start to feel that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction, which kind of hits its peak on the 12th. And then there should be breakthrough. The amazing astrologer Jessica Adams is predicting that Biden will win. And she says that you know, it's such an important turning point in history and it offers positive hope. And she's really good at predicting things. So I'll leave the prediction to her. But I will say we are heading towards a time of freedom, of transformation, of coming together that will hit next year and will come to a monumental change in 2023. So whatever you're feeling now, I promise you there is hope and there is possibility and there is change where we are all going to feel a lot more equal. And I truly believe that. So this week, I'm doing this extremely long introduction just to say, whatever and whoever you want to win this election, please take care of yourself. Let's take care of each other. Let's try not to be so polarized because it isn't getting us anywhere. You know, there's more or less, you know, whatever you're looking at, 40-60, 50-50 in this. We've got to find a way to support each other and understand that we're all one. We are not two separate parts of a whole. Anyway, I'll stop going on now. Here is your weekly astrology. Hi, gorgeous Leo. How you doing? Well, Mercury's going direct. You're going to feel a lot better in your brain and your mind, in the way that you communicate. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you get very frustrated and it has a big impact on you if you don't understand what someone means or somebody is kind of giving you double messages or communication isn't clear. It's really difficult for you because you like to know where you stand and then you can make a decision. You can roar like a lion or you can turn over to get your tummy tickled. It all depends on the communication and it is key. So with Mercury going direct in your communication zone, you're feeling much better. You're feeling switched on. You might have been having these revolving thoughts over and over and, you know, you're trying to work out a situation and you go through every scenario and then you end up not knowing what's real and what isn't real. This week, reality should start to creep back in. Of course, Mercury's still in retro shadow, but you should get positive communication from someone and which gives you more clarity. You're communicating more clearly and other people are really interested and keen to hear what you've got to say. Now, there may be a bit of a struggle with someone who's being a bit pedantic. What do I mean by pedantic? Well, they're trying to make you stick to one thing you said or one thing you promised, particularly in a work situation or a health and well-being situation. But it could be something as simple as gym membership, you know. Whatever it is, it might be a bit frustrating, bit of a power struggle for you. And you're like, you know, why is this going on? Don't worry about it. The big Pluto and Jupiter conjunction, which happens on the 12th, we're starting to get a flavour, a taste of it from the 7th. And you're like, you know, there's going to be change. There's going to be change in the way of your routines, in your habits, potentially in your work, but also your health and well-being. And you're zooming forward. You should feel liberated. Pluto is ending something. Jupiter is stretching something. You're moving forward and you're opening up into a brand new level. And don't forget, next week, Mars is going direct. So energetically, you'll feel that you have the energy to put what you need to do into action. You know, so you're communicating now. The communication is getting easier and easier, and then you're blasting forward with the energy. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Wonderful and fabulous, Leo. And it is so important that you look after yourself. You may be dealing with someone who's been a bit feisty. More fool them if they're trying to be a bit rah, rah, rah with you. Or perhaps you're feeling angry with someone who's not being clear. But it feels to me as if you're protecting yourself from someone who's misunderstood you, or you feel that they're not being very nice to you, and you've built up your defences, the 9 of Wands, and you're like, no. But actually, those defences can come down soon because you're opening your heart, and actually there's a lot of positive communication coming in. The 10 of Cups is a peak experience of emotional connection. You know, traditionally it's about family and celebrations, yada, 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 but I'm more inclined to go along with the interpretation that this is all the souls we've ever connected to. You know, this is our soul family, and we're being boosted by the energy around us that feels like family to us. And also, then you're feeling that you want to make an impulsive decision. Now, the Fool is one of the most wonderful cards in the deck because it's when we trust to just leap into something. It's a leap of faith. And, you know, through the love that you're getting around you, you can make that leap of faith. And someone's watching you. There may be news around your career or something very positive that through this leap of faith brings about a positive experience and a positive financial experience for you. Do come visit me on my website, michelleknight.com, Michelle with one L. I've got my new Celtic cross, should be up by now, Mercury retrograde willing. And yeah, I hope you like it. I put a lot of work into it. Go to michelleknight.com, click free readings, boom, boom, shakalaka, woo, Celtic cross reading. Let me know what you think. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
michelleknight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.